There was nothing strategic about it when I first started. When I made that first purchase, I realized that I wanted to take it more seriously than I had. I think it's been a lifelong journey. I majored in the theory of fine arts and also did graphic fine art and languages as a major. I've been working in media for most of my life, I think close to 2 decades now. Wildly passionate about art, music, food and design, in a nutshell. So this was the first piece that I bought from Lady Squally. I think it was 2016. Via Facebook, because I don't think she was represented by anyone at that stage. From that first piece that I bought from Lady Squally, I didn't have an idea of any collection or particular curatorial strategy. I just thought that I would use my gut and buy pieces that appealed to me. This is a great memory because it was my first real experience of having bought something during an auction, and it was completely thrilling. Even though I buy primarily through galleries, auctions are a great opportunity to pick up works that could be more affordable than you would find in other spaces. They just give you an opportunity, I think, for getting a piece where you really have to believe in it because you're trying to outbid the next person. That feel that it is a little bit of a competition, and then when you win your piece, it's quite satisfying. Favorite ways of consuming and buying art is very relationship based. It's been quite interesting and really helpful to be in spaces where I can meet the artists, really getting to know them on a much more personal basis, to understand their practice, and also to step into people's homes for them to share their stories of how they collect their art. This is a piece by Unati Mkondo, and I remember thinking I really want one of his pieces but couldn't afford it at the time, and then less than a year ago I spoke to him and said I've always wanted these particular works from that collection, so that one really makes me happy to buy from a very good friend. The most recent work I bought was at Turbine Art Fair at David Crit. This Sam Hlengetwa is so close to my heart. Someone that I've studied, someone that I admire deeply. Yeah, someone as a hero, especially for me, having studied printmaking and then having met him as well. It means a lot also to be a Black collector collecting Black artists. I think I have 2 works of art that I think signify a phase or kind of identity that I'll be pursuing. So very close to my heart is that I would really like to support Black women artists. So this piece I got at Cape Town Art Fair 2 years ago and was enchanted with it immediately when I saw it. It's quite bold in the color, etc. But it also, just as importantly, fed directly into the strategy of collecting more Black women artists. This artist is Talia Ramkilawan. If you're starting out, I think find someone that you trust who works in the art space in terms of just helping you with questions about investing in art, in terms of artists to look out for. But in the same breath, I think when you start out, you need to trust your gut. The other tip is you probably can afford more work than you think that you can. And in saying this, I know a lot of people, you probably might even delete this, don't know that you can pay off artworks in installments. And that really helps. Not everyone can pay that kind of money up front. And that's how I've managed to be able to afford quite a few of my artworks. So this work is by Lucy Jane Turpin. I also had quite a visceral reaction to it. Although it didn't fit part of my future buying strategy, it's just a piece that I really wanted to have. And I remember at the time I wasn't particularly flushed, so I did strike a deal with the gallery to be able to pay it off in installments. Payment terms are always negotiable if you really want a piece. Go to all the galleries, try and find ways of visiting artists. Do a lot of traveling, buy all the art books, watch videos on YouTube, do all the research. The more you learn, the more understanding you have of what you're buying and why you're buying it, and the better you become as a collector. And I also want to say that there is never a wrong or incorrect purchase. If you like something, it's never going to be a bad buying decision.